Okay, let's move back to David Cameron then. And well, he was in Ukraine meeting Zelensky. There he is. He was very excited to meet Zelensky a couple of days ago. So I just want to show a little bit of video of them actually speaking to each other, and pay particular attention to Vladimir Zelensky's body language, his facial expressions, and his, well, is he comfortable? Let's have a look.
It's very important. Now, the world is not focused on the situation or on our battlefield and in Ukraine, and it's dividing for focus really doesn't help. And we are thankful that UK always supported Ukraine. You're very welcome, you and your team, Ambassador. We are thankful for this message.
Thank you. I wanted this to be my first visit personally. I admire the strength and determination of the Ukrainian people. And what I want to say by being here is that we will continue to give you the moral support, the diplomatic support, the economic support, but above all, the military support that you need, not just this year and next year, but for however long it takes. I had some disagreements with my friend Boris Johnson, but we've known each other for 40 years. And his support for you was the finest thing that he and his government did, and I back it 100%. And so it's really important to have this meeting, to hear what it is you most need, to work out how we can work together, how we can get the communications right with all our friends and allies, to make sure the attention is here in Ukraine. And I feel this very personally.
Thanks for these words, because we understand that the help of the world can be divided because the crisis in the Middle East, and it's a pity, but we should mention that I think that is not the last crisis. What can be even not only in the world, in Europe.
So I don't know what you make of that.
Well, it's the man in the bunker. He's in a horrific position now because, of course, the West wants to get rid of him because the war's failed from Ukraine's point of view. But he's also got a military coup possibly sitting over his shoulder. He's a damaged man, and it shows very clearly. And now he's got David Cameron to help him by pumping in the weapons for as long as it takes. So here's the Conservative Party at its best. Let's get the weapons in. Let's keep the killing going. Doesn't matter where it is in the world, whether it's going to be Syria or Libya or Yemen or Ukraine. Let's get the weapons in. Let's keep the death going.
Well, we should not forget that it was David Cameron which kicked off Operation Orbital for training Ukrainian troops in 2015. Here's the Financial Times talking about that. David Cameron, Prime Minister at the time, to send UK military trainers to Ukraine, but that wasn't the only thing. We should mention this, by the way. He also discussed Ukraine's NATO aspirations with the Deputy Prime Minister of Ukraine. There they are. Now, it's a bit sad that Ukraine only had one flag, apparently, to show for them to stand in front of. It's for the 70th Jubilee.
Or is it Cameron they're referring to?
With God Save the Queen.
Yeah,
it's hard
absolutely.
to say. It's hard to say. But anyway, they met to discuss that. But Cameron also was behind this operation, Operation Interflex, which is alongside Operation Orbital. They claim that they are on track for training 37,000 Ukrainian recruits. They're just about to train the 30,000th Ukrainian recruit. I wonder how many of them are still alive that they've trained so far. But don't worry, if we want to know what's going on in the world, we can always rely on the BBC. So they have published this today, Swimming Rivers and Fake Illness to escape Ukraine's draft. And they're saying that nearly 20,000 men have fled Ukraine since the beginning of the war to avoid being drafted, the BBC has discovered. Some have swum dangerous rivers to leave the country. Others have simply walked out under the cover of darkness. Another 21,113 men attempted to flee, but were caught by Ukrainian authorities, Kiev confirmed. After Russia's invasion, they said most men aged 18 to 60 were banned from leaving, but data obtained by the BBC reveals dozens have made it out daily. So they were talking about this on the Radio 4 Today programme, and I just want to end this little section on Ukraine with Nick Robinson's no relation, thank goodness, Nick Robinson's sort of response to this. Have a listen.
You can watch the BBC documentary about Ukraine's draft dodgers on BBC iPlayer.
I have to say I find that a little offensive, but anyway, that's how the BBC wants to refer to them, as draft dodgers.
Yeah.
So anyway, and on the back to the BBC again on Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza. Of course, this has been hitting the news because of Israel's actions there. The BBC managed to get themselves inside. I believe this was the only Western media organisation that managed to get themselves inside, brought in by the IDF. And they were very happy about that. What did they find there? Pretty much nothing. Well, anyway, on the issue of Al-Shifa Hospital, I want to highlight this little piece of video from Al Jazeera. This is David Friedman that the presenter is speaking to. He is the former Israeli ambassador to the United States. Just have a listen to this.
It's been proven with certainty, that the headquarters of Hamas is under the Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza City. Now, you know what happened a couple of days ago?
Proven by
Hamas had a big...
hold on.
Mark, are you going to let me finish?
I can't allow you to... I cannot allow you to say 15 things that are unfactual and not be challenged on them. I'm happy to let you talk, but I'm going to ask clarifying questions.
You're going to tell me what's factual? Mark,
yes, I
spent 5 years of my life studying this, living it. When was the last time you were in Gaza, Mark? When was the last time you were in Gaza?
18 months ago. When was the last time you were in Gaza? When was the last time you were in Gaza?
A few years ago.
Okay, so you said Al-Shifa Hospital has been proven Hamas headquarters. What independent reference, what source, what investigation has proven that? Who has proven that it's an Al-Shifa hospital? Since it's been a proven fact, who proved it?
So now we're going to get into this basic, like, Holocaust denying idea that evidence that Israel has shown is not valid. I mean, is that what you're doing? Do you deny that people were raped? Are you going to deny stuff?
Everybody that challenges you is not doing Holocaust denial. You said that it's a Hamas headquarter.
This is reality. This is the reality of it. This is the reality of it. You dare challenge anything that's coming out of Israel at the moment, they use this trope on you.
Yeah, absolutely. As I say, nothing particularly found there. Now, of course, the other point that needs to be made is that whatever was under Al-Shifa Hospital, Israel already knew what it was because they built it. They built it while they were occupying the area quite some time ago. So there's much more to be discovered about this, and we'll cover more in due course.